Hello my dear friends, welcome to the channel Guidance from Divine. And in today's reading we have these three piles, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Today's reading is about something what is coming from your past or past life, which still needs to sort. You still need to take care of it, and it's time specific in the sense that the next coming 3 to 5 days, this guidance is specifically for that. But even beyond that, some messages can go, so we'll see it as it unfolds. That is all the information it has been shared by Spirit till now. So let us start with the zodiac to help you choose your pile. Okay. So for pile 1, we have Leo, Capricorn, Pisces, and Scorpio. Pile 2 is Aquarius, Virgo, Libra, and Aries. Pile 3 is Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, and Sagittarius. I'll also pick a charm for each one of the piles. For pile 1, we have a beautiful rocking horse. Okay. Pile 2, we have this, I think it's like the navigation, the wheel on the ship, the steering wheel, but with an anchor. It also looks like a sun, but yes, take it as it resonates, what you feel the energy is. And the third one is a pair of swan, and they look like a parent and a child. Not sure if it's a father or a mother, but I do pick more on the mother, but it can be either ways for you. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Intuitively connect with the energies, my dear friends, and we will see what comes through, because this seems like an important information that is coming through for you for the next coming 3 to 5 days. Astrologically also we will see if something comes through we can find, and it is to do with a past life or something that still needs to be worked upon on your karmic journey. Okay, on your karmic journey, I heard. So let's see what comes through. Pick your pile and I'll see you in your reading. Hello my dear pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked up this beautiful rocking horse, or you picked up the zodiac signs of Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces, then this is your reading. And this reading today is about the energies, the work that you still need to do, which is a past energy that is coming forward. And I don't feel the energy of this crystal for you in this reading. One second. Sorry about that. Thank you. So this was the Moss Agate crystal that I have just taken off, just so that you know. Okay. So this is the energy of the past, which is, oh, did you hear that? There was like a raving sound of a car. So something which is strongly coming from the past into your present currently, in need of work, in need of observation, identification, so that for you to progress in the energies on your journey forward. So this is the deck of Mary Magdalene. Maybe you resonate with the story, the energy of Mary Magdalene. There could be also a difficult life situation which wants to come forward, a time of awakening, which is like a deep realization which wants to come through, and also the energy of an initiate, in the sense like a spiritual journey, finding guidance in as an initiate, in some teachings. So let's see what comes through. What does the energy of Mary Magdalene wants to tell pile 1? What is the message for pile 1? Yeah, it's not coming through, but I'm still asked to shuffle and not to pick from the middle. Let's see. Thank you. Freedom. Okay, so that makes sense. A lot of sense, the way the energy was not coming, because there's a message in that as well. I'll let you know. I'll tell you just now. So it says, freedom, I am called here to be free. And there is a timestamp which says 5:13. So 5 is the energy of change, and 13, the symbolism which comes through me as your reader right now, is of transformation. So the way this card was not coming out, it felt like I heard deep past energy. And that is why the sense of this freedom has come through this card. The energy which has been, let's say, which is in a way, like in a timeline, stuck dormant. And now it is the time for it to become free. It also comes through for some as skill energy work, like a spiritual reading, in the spiritual aspect of this reading, like a modality which you already have learned is coming through. So in the next 3 to 5 days, there is like chains breaking free. That freedom, literal freedom sense is coming through. And just how you see the wings of the angels here as well. It's really spreading. And that is how I feel the expansive energy coming in your energy field in these 3 to 5 days. So let's explore more. And I have quite a few decks. And I still do not understand exactly how Spirit is taking this energy, because they have, as always, asked for the zodiacs as well. And there is a little bit of a moon energy coming for each deck. But let's see how it unfolds as we start receiving messages. So this is the shadow deck. So we are asking for a shadow aspect or any information where this energy might be stuck. Thank you. So it is around love, heart space, relationships. So anything that has to do with love is the trapped energy around love is coming through these 3 to 5 days. It is an aspect that has gone in shadow, and I'm picking the energy that it is more about you than any other person. So whichever way this message is resonating, if it is resonating, let's say with the person for you, with love, then it is not about the person there. The person is serving a purpose in your lifetime for your journey to bring this energy, vibration of love which is trapped. So it's a deep reflection. This energy is very deep, and exactly the way this card was taking time to come into the reading, it really reflects that. It's a deep insight, evaluation, realization. I'm called to explore a bit more upon your Akash as well. So as many of you may know, that I am an Akash reader, and through Reiki as well. I'm attuned in Akashic Reiki as well. So when I am giving readings, I ask a bit of Akash to open for the readings to come. But for a full Akashic reading, it's a completely different reading, which I do. And it's very different from what readings come through here. But for today, a little bit more Akash has been requested to open, because it's more from the past life. So let us see what energy of, thank you, from Akash is coming. Or pile 1, what we need to know about the past life or the lives or any past timelines. Look, it is so much around love. It says commitment, 1 of roses. And the roses energy, yeah, it's a contract, yes. So the roses energy comes with relationships, emotions, like home space. And it also involves, along with the commitment, a conflict energy. I feel that is where the shadow aspect is trying to come through. Yeah, sorry. So I was listening to the guide. So it says they're talking about a relationship which is in conflict in your present life, which is because of a past life, because of a contract that has not been fulfilled yet. So there is a lesson between you and a person from this life where this which is due, this lesson is due between you two souls. But because through this reading is coming from your perspective or your deep insights, so spirit will be sharing more from your side of the lesson that needs to be learned. So it's a contract, and that is why this conflict is happening, because the lesson is due. We will explore a bit more if spirit can show us a relationship of some kind, or specifically what lesson they are trying to bring your attention to. Okay, so let us explore a bit through this deck. Okay, so for pile 1, please, Spirit. Thank you. It's a number 37 saying transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. Beautiful. So it's a very mature soul energy, definitely an old soul energy, that you have all the tools that are required to do this. The universe supports you, backs you. 37 is number 10, which is the energy of completion. So I feel this lesson is very close, and I also feel like many of you are very fully aware of what spirit is talking about here. There are few viewers in the collective who have a very specific relationship which is being shared, and that is the relationship between you and your faith, your relationship with the religion, or a wound around religion. So this energy has been around. It has been around with me as well. I can honestly share, and I'm working on it, and I feel called to share this information with you as well, that this is something which is happening in the collective, where we are understanding our relationship with our faith and our beliefs, and understanding them, finding through past life this information that is coming in the reading is helping us with the transition, as it says, into moving with the balance, with the positive, with the growth with religion. So it's not necessarily you have to be, if you're resonating with this as well, it's more have to be with a religion. It's more with the alignment, the vibration of love, which connects you with your divine through religion. So that could be a specific message for some of you, or it could be for the more of the collective. But yes, with Mary Magdalene, this connection is also coming through a past life wound around religion. But for majority, I'm feeling it's around a contract, a relationship, and there is a lesson on love, heart space, and it feels you have been doing it for some time. Few past lives, you have this like the crone energy, a mature old soul energy, very strong feminine as well. I'm picking up with the vibrations now, because as we go further and further into the reading, the space opens, your aura opens, and I can tap more and more into the energy. The longer the reading, better, and more deeper findings we get. Okay, so for some of you, I'm also picking a shamanic energy which is present. So I already had this shaman deck with me, but this energy of an old soul really confirms to me as well that a lot of you have been spiritual healers is in pile 1 I'm taking, but there is a lot of wounding on that spiritual aspect of healing and old soul. So let's see what else we can find for pile 1. Spirit, what can we know which will help them? Yeah, the energies are taking time. That is one definite message I'm receiving. And the moment we pick it up, it is out. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. So the card is Earth, Nurture. And again, the concept of something which is really deep is coming along with the shuffling pattern of the card. And the messages I'm hearing through Spirit, what they're telling me, and then even the visual representation that this all has been buried deep within. So with these energies, when we have not opened the Akash fully, like in an Akashic reading that I would do, so it becomes limited to know how deep and how far back we can go in the timelines and the past lives. So there could be a limit on that, is also what I'm understanding from how Spirit is presenting information, that let's not dig too much deep into these past lives, but more on the information that can come through and help you, because it's a collective reading. And for a one-to-one reading of this kind, to dig in more, you can connect with me, but for a separate reading of an Akashic reading. But through this collective, we can get more information around this wound. So with the Earth card and Nurture, it's highly signifying actually this time span, these next 3 to 5 days which are coming, which are really important, and a lot of opportunities are coming. So there is a possibility of of staying grounded is important, because a possibility of conflict and anger is also predicted. This I'm just picking up with what I'm hearing and what I'm shown, but need to stay grounded is really important, because if you stay grounded and if this work you allow it to happen in the way this wound needs to heal, a lot of growth is predicted, a lot of growth and expansion and spreading of how this heart space is opening and how these new growth is happening. There is also a message of like a community sense, but it's not exactly community. It's like soul family, soul tribe message, that you growing in this is going to help other souls in your soul family as well, just like these other seedlings here. So it's not like a pressure on you to feel like that I have to be responsible not to miss it. It's not like that, but your growth is going to reflect in the growth of the other souls around you, of your soul family, of your soul tribe. So that is another message. There is one more message coming through the shaman aspect of just connecting with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia during this time. Spending time, especially in your garden, digging or something like that, just getting your hands in dirt is just, they're just showing me like someone is gardening but not without gloves, so they have mud all over their hands. It can also mean that it can become a little muddy, icky, like messy these 3 to 5 days with the handling, but staying grounded is a key, and staying committed to the contract is also the key, that you are really committed to learning this lesson because you know it's a contract and you want to fulfill it. Then we have the next card is Intimacy. Now this card is telling me a little bit of a shadow aspect, and it's you should listen with an open understanding of, because if it is a little triggering, then I apologize before, but it is something which Spirit is really wanting me to share on a light mode. The shadow aspect of love may be coming through someone's sex life here, and sex might be used as a shadow tool for a conflict, and as mature souls, we can understand how this energy can play. I do not have to explain a lot around it. So you do understand what spirit is trying to bring in. And if that is the case, then you have to be more aware of it. It could be a very specific message for some couples or a relationship, love relationship. But you have to be more careful that you do not let the this ripe time where the energies are really working for you, supporting you during these 3 to 5 days, to dissipate the energy towards the intimate factor of life, aspect of life, to use that energy and to stay focused on what you want to do. So that is one message of intimacy. The other message is coming for rest of the collective is that this work is going to actually improve the relationship that you have in conflict currently. So whichever way this past life energy contract has been affected because of the shadow aspect, once this work improves, this conflict is going to go away. So it's a very positive prediction on the conflict or the relationship that you have. And for the third, I feel with the religion as well, the one that we picked up before with the faith and the wound around religion, I feel there is also this is a prediction of a more intimate relationship with your faith and with your beliefs and your religion. So in overall, this is a very positive prediction, other than the first one that we mentioned. There are 2 elements here, the sun, sun, okay. So there is the fire and the water. And I feel that could also be something important to work with elements if you know how to work during these times, like in meditation or having a cleansing bath, meditating with a candle lit to connect with fire, having a fire ritual or something, because through these 2 cards, you have the 3 elements present. You have the earth, the water, and the fire. So maybe you are very close working with elements as well. It is also true that when we work with, when we move more towards a balanced state, we are more in balance with the elements. So there could be some message for someone there, just to understand what it is, because I'm just told to share this information. Sometimes I'm just asked not to expand on anything. So that is one of those messages around elements. I can tell you more, but I'm asked not to. So, okay, I do not understand much relevance of it, but yes, for someone it is. So let's see. Staying connected with the guidance. This is the moon energy we wanted to explore a little bit. So let's see. Oh, thank you. Empathy. Okay. We have a full moon there. We have a window. We're looking through it. And we have empathy. Okay. I'm picking very strongly on one energy, but I'm just tuning into the second thing which they're trying to show me. So the first one, which is the first thing which came with empathy, is the freedom to love. And because you are a very strong empath, because empaths, like if they do not have stronger boundaries, then they find it difficult, because they're feeling everything around them, they find it difficult to see their empathy as a tool, as a strength of what they have. Their sensitivity is something which gives them strength and is not a weakness. And when this relationship is improving, you will be finding this empathy as a strength. And you might also notice, like where we go now into the second message that I was trying to tap in, is that this empathy might have been the reason where you were maybe feeling a lot of conflict in the energies, because you're more sensitive to energies, to emotions. Though you are an old soul, but a strong empath gives you a lot of more information that the other one is not let's say, perceiving, and you are. So that could have been a reason for the conflict for some people here. And just bringing this empath in you, in light from the shadow, is going to improve a lot of your journey and this relationship and the contract. So that is a very beautiful message of Spirit bringing this energy and highlighting that this is who you are, and you don't have to feel as a shortcoming of yours. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, so let's connect. I feel, yeah, let's connect with tarot and get some cards for pile 1. Anything else? Feel this one. 8 of Fire, 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, now this is a panda, and there's like a little fairy, or there's a person sitting with a fan in their hand. Okay. I'm picking something, but I want to confirm a little bit. Let me get the second card, and then I'll share you what I'm seeing, because I'm picking up an illusion here, like seeing something and believing it, but it is not what it is. But let's see. Spirit, can we continue, please, with the message? Thank you. So, yes, that confirms it for me. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. So what I was picking was the illusion here with the 8 of Wands, 8 of Fire, is that this 3 to 5 days is a very, as they said, potent time, important time, fast moving time. A lot of change can happen, but it may not feel like so. And that is where the illusion comes in. That in your experience, you may have been feeling a little like this hermit energy, slow energy, seclusion, isolation. But that is not true. So Spirit is really emphasizing here to have faith, have trust in this guidance, and be very careful, open to receive, and making really a good use of these 3 to 5 days. Now, there's also this message of like how the pandas, they are so, if you've seen a panda video, they're so clumsy, right? And all they're focused on this bamboo eating, and they're very clumsy in the movement. And looking at a panda, sometimes I really feel like, how did they survive this evolution for so long? Like, they're so clumsy. But that is the point of Spirit, that another illusion, like, just because things look like this, maybe the situation outside does not look like very organized to you right now. Maybe you do not feel that much is happening, but it's not true. You are evolving, you are moving forward at the right pace. It's quite a fast pace. You may not be noticing it. Maybe because you have been in the hermit mode. That could be one thing. And also Spirit is saying here that just like this closed door, this is a situation where behind the closed doors for this, there are keys to be provided to you. And they are, I think, how many? 5 or 6. Is this a key? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I feel there are more. I don't know if this is really in the card or I'm seeing it through my third eye. But I see a lot more keys there. So it just emphasizes the opportunity of this time. Keys being provided. It may feel like that you have to maybe even go a bit of a hermit mode, and work on yourself. Please take it as it resonates, but it was a nice way of, yes, a beautiful way. Spirit always shows us the symbolism and the meanings, and as I said, it's a very deeper meaning for you, specifically pile 1. So how the symbolism is also coming is very deep. Let's have one final card, let's say. Thank you. We have 7 of water, 7 of cups. Okay. I just heard with this, the waiting is over. I'm still trying to see how Spirit is bringing this message, but this is what I heard. Waiting is over. So maybe the long cycle of multiple past lives is coming. The opportunity, a window of opportunity is coming for something to finish the work, the full bloom of the flower to happen. Because Seven of Cups is a very subconscious energy. But here I'm picking it more like back in time, deep hidden in time. That kind of an energy I'm picking. That it is an opportunity which is coming, a closure is coming, and that feels very promising. Very, very promising, my dear one. Okay, let me just give you some of the cards from my homemade decks that I use. Personally, I've used them on my journey, and yeah, in the readings, my clients love some of these because they feel so unique and individual sometimes. Let's see what comes through for pile 1. Oops, they are 2, 3 together. Do we need all of them? I don't feel this one, or I feel only this one. Okay, so these are 2 sets of messages. If you're resonating with this, only this, because it's a collective reading. And if you're resonating with this, then only this. Okay, that's very specific, Spirit. Thank you. So let's do this. Oh, solar plexus. That's where the work is happening. Solar plexus. Okay. And so this is in Hindi. This is says Guruji. Guruji means your master, your teacher. So here, it can be that your teacher is present, or your relationship with your teacher. This could also mean with the religion, that there could be a past life wound with a past life teacher that is coming to healing. That could be the wound, like with religion, your faith, your belief. It could be the healing is due with the teacher, the one who guides you. Connect with angel. Okay. Working with angels is guided by Spirit right now as an advice. And then we have cleanse Sahasrar. Cleanse Sahasrar, this is the crown chakra. So you are in need of cleansing your crown chakra during this time. I apologize if it's in Hindi and you can't read, but I'm translating it for you as it is. Because these are personal, I made for myself, so I regularly use them as yes. So this is cleanse your crown chakra. Is these 3 things are coming together, and for this one is the solar plexus. Now let us give you some from another deck, and it's a big deck. Some of the like affirmations I have used for myself, or some guidance that Spirit wants to give me from time to time. Okay. So the first one is for you. There is a piece to be paid for every increase in consciousness. We cannot be more sensitive to pleasures without being more sensitive to pain. And this is what, it's a quote from Alan Watts. So Alan Watts was a spiritual guide. And it's a beautiful quote. There is a price to be paid for every increase in consciousness. We cannot be more sensitive to pleasure without being more sensitive to pain. So it definitely resonates with your reading, pile 1. It's like stay focused on the work, don't get distracted kind of a thing. And fear is not of the unknown, but of the loss of the known. Unknown does not incite fear, but dependence on the known does. J. Krishnamurti. And again, a very, very deep quote. Deep realization. So J. Krishnamurti, Jiddu Krishnamurti, was another very, in my understanding, very big self-realized master on the journey of self-realization. So this is a beautiful quote from him, that fear is not of the unknown, but of the loss of the known. You can reflect on that, my dear pile 1. Let's get you some more. Okay. Trust your heart and lean into unfamiliar territory with boldness tempered by patience. Yes. So there is definitely this 3 to 5 days. There is this energy which is which requires boldness and courage from your part to stay very adamant on it and focused on it. I love my positivity and the friends it brings to me. This is very much to the direct empath that and the old soul energy. And let me give you one more final. Thank you. You have to get so confident in who you are that no one's opinion, rejection, or behavior can mess with you. So this is again another direct message for the empath in you, or the boundaries that we were talking about before. Beautiful. So I feel, Palwan, that this was your reading, and let me give you another card, which is the set of readings on my channel. This is the whole collection, and your spirit team, your guidance that wants you to see the next reading as a continuation of the message. You may have some more information there, some more guidance there. So if you're called to, you can go and have a look at that reading. I'll link it in the description. I feel this one. Thank you. So it is from Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin messages for your journey. So Kuan Yin is an ascended master, and maybe you're working with her, and there is a pile which has her energy. So maybe you have one more pile with more messages. So please take it as it resonates. And that was the reading, my dear Palwan. Beautiful, beautiful, lot of information and guidance coming for what is happening. The zodiac, I know in your pile we have not looked into deeper, but yes, maybe there is some information there that you can connect with if you are into astrology, but in the reading it did not come through for pile 1. It was more around the Akash and the past life, because we opened a bit more Akash for your reading. So thank you so much, my dear Palwan, for being here. And I would like to remind you for about the 5-minute Reiki session, which I will give at the end with the Reiki grid. If you feel you want to clear some of the findings from your reading here, you can use that, like cleansing your crown chakra. You can use it as an intention, or connecting with an angel. That intention you can put forward. So yeah, please use that space for more clearing. And if it calls you, you can go and have a look at that reading of Kuan Yin as well. I feel she has more messages for you there. Thank you so much, Palwan. Good luck on these next 3 to 5 days. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you find this, the next 3 to 5 days, yeah? So thank you so much. I'll see you again in your next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. Hello, my dear Paltu. Welcome to your reading. If you picked up this pile or this charm or the astrological signs, the zodiac signs of Aries, Virgo, Libra, or Aquarius, then this is your reading. And in today's reading, we are receiving guidance from your spirit team for the next 3 to 5 days, about the work that you need to do from past life, which has been due, is coming from a past life, or past that has been in a way stuck, which is not like stuck, but is due. So this is deck of Isis Oracle. So let us see what is your card for pile 2. Ooh. Like this one. Lot of energy. Let's see what comes through. We have stay true and be in your power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. Wow. Okay, so now this work is giving me a big imprint on the balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Now we will find more in the shadow aspect of where this energy is stuck, in the sense with where it's coming from the timeline. But there is this strong impression of working with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I still cannot see where it is more on the masculine or the feminine, but I feel the feminine is stronger than the masculine in your energy field, but that doesn't mean necessarily right now the work is there. So we'll try and see if we can find more. I'm also seeing like, though this is just how her dress is, but I'm also seeing like a child figure here. It's just like coming from a very conscious imagination. It's not there. The child is not there. So I feel we'll tap into a bit of a message from your inner child as well. I'm just looking for the deck because I really feel that I should give you that first. Yeah, so it is the masculine and feminine balance. Definitely this message is saying. But let us see from the deck of inner child, what is the message? Thank you. I feel like before we progress, we should know this. Just a very strong presence I felt. Accept what is. Number 2, the act of acceptance will bring peace. Okay. So this is the advice from your inner child. Your inner child is talking about something which is happening in your life currently, maybe in a situation, is bringing your attention into acceptance. And that's why that on your masculine feminine aspect, it is stay true and be in your power. So the situation or the work that is due is resulting in bringing down your vibration. Like it brings down your confidence, maybe it brings down your energy, it drains you in some way, the situation. And the guidance from your inner child and the masculine feminine is that firstly you have to accept that this is what it is, and then in a way the moment you accept it, you feel prepared to face it, to work on it. So that's why I feel this was coming, the first thing this message wanted to come through even before we start into the 3 to 5 day journey ahead, that this is what is the work, but yes, the acceptance is important. So it's the very first step of your journey. Pile 2. Sorry. Maybe you have a message in pile 1, I don't know, and because there are no mistakes. If I have said it, then spirit said it through me. Let's see. This is the shadow deck, and we are trying to find some aspects that need to be worked on during these. Oh, we have 3. We have a surprise element in your reading. Okay. I want to put this one first. So we are looking at this shadow aspect. This is coming like a main shadow aspect, and then these 2 are coming like subordinates, like lingering, like connected to this and still need to be done. Okay, let's see. I've never used these cards this way, but yes, spirit is leading. Let's see. So the first is the Weaver. Okay, and this was in reverse, so that is why this aspect is in shadow. Weaver is the archetype which is very much consciously, is not only aware of choice but also applies them, because the Weaver has the ability to create something, but there is this exercise of choice which allows it to happen. So there is this emphasis on choice, which also brings back to this card, that you have to make choices here. Maybe that is one of the ones. Yeah, let's see a bit more about what is the subordinate. Play and patience. Now these want to be, though they all came in reverse, but they're not carrying the reverse energy, only that did. So there are dolphins saying play, and there is a tortoise or a turtle, I don't know, saying patience. So your connection with the animal spirit is important as well, along with the energy of keeping it light, because the inner child energy has come. So I feel your inner child is very brave, is very courageous, very mature and wise. and your inner child is trying his or her best to keep you into a like a light mode, not taking things too seriously, understanding them. When there's a situation, it's a different thing that we see the seriousness of the situation, we understand the seriousness of the situation, and it's a completely different thing that we just start behaving with that seriousness, and that seriousness can take you in any way, either direction. You can become very depressed, you can become very anxious, you can maybe feel a lot of fear what's going to happen. So these are two different things, and I feel that is where your inner child is bringing this awareness of the energy of play. And patience is something which is coming for this work of the weaver, because weaver is the energy of creation, and creation comes with the masculine and the feminine energies together. So that is where the strength of your soul lies, with this weaver archetype. But because some work is needed, or it is in shadow for whichever past life reason, you have to be still patient with yourself. It feels like it has been happening for some past lives. Your soul has been trying to work on this balance. So that is the advice for this work, and this is the advice from the inner child, and this is what is happening. Beautiful. I'm just very focused on the sword which is there in the weaver, but I still do not know what is the meaning of the sword there. I'm just seeing like the Seven of Swords card, which gives an energy of like some betrayal, or also looking at something, running away from something as well. So it could be maybe there, an energy of I don't want to do it. That's where the accept watch is coming. And if it is about the betrayal thing, then we'll explore a bit more into that if spirit can show something through the Akash. So as you may know that I am an Akashic reader, and also I'm attuned in Akashic Reiki. So when I do the Akashic readings, they're very different than this, because there's a lot of Reiki energy, and space is much, much open in a wider sense. But for the general readings, these I still do open a bit of Akash, and especially I have opened a little today for you because it's a past life thing we are inquiring. So let us see how much spirit can show us, bring information from Akash for this, specifically the soul energy. Oh, thank you. I felt a very forceful energy, like the way the cards were coming. It was very forceful. So it's like a very, a lot of energy in this. So whichever past life this has happened, it has come through. Yeah, and this is in reverse. It's coming. Okay. So Three of Roses, loving elementals. So here there is a little baby, a toddler, sitting there playing with fairies on a riverbank in a beautiful scenario. Very happy with the elements, very happy with time spending in the nature. Again, the inner child, the child energy is here. And because it has come in reverse, and with all the forceful and sword energy that we specifically asked for, I feel there is an onset, there is a presence of fear which is in your inner child. It could be not feeling secure with your divine feminine or divine masculine, like the parent. So because of this, whatever this past life has happened, there has been a little bit of a detachment, a split in the family unit of you, like the child and the feminine and the masculine. And that is where this healing is coming, in the oneness, the together, the weaving of everything together. These are very deep findings, pile 2. And we have to really sit with this information. Like when these things come through Akash, we have to really take our time with these findings, because I always say that we cannot, as I always suggest to clients, like you cannot have a lot of these readings, especially Akashic readings, too often, too soon, because this information takes time to process and understand the findings and put them into action in your present life. So this really feels like something you are aware of doing, but there is like a little bit of apprehension, which may be coming from the little bit of the split in the family unit of your soul. So there is a little distance. There is this a little unhappiness maybe in, though the inner child is wise, but there's a sense of a little bit of unhappiness there, not feeling safe or fear, something like that. Let's ask a bit more if Spirit can show us around this Akashic finding what. Oh, thank you. It's again a very forceful energy, like, wow. I don't know how much you can see in the camera or in the can hear in the mic, but the energy feels very forceful. Yes, broken dreams, number 23. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. Right. I have to say, Pal, too, it's a very gloomy energy. It's a very heavy energy, and you know, the good thing is it's not, Spirit is not bringing your focus on how the person is right now with this. They are really bringing your attention into what you can come out of. You are going to come out of this in whichever way, situation, feeling, however you're connecting with the energy of this card pile too. There lies the possibility in the next 3 to 5 days, and you're out of this. You're coming out of this. You are working on your dream. You are weaving your dream. And this acceptance and rejection is also the same here. Accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. So it's really like no one can tell you what to do. It's something like that, like a very, very strong aspect of the choice that we picked up. That, yeah, I'm choosing for myself. This is my dream, and I'm going to work on this. Wow. Very, very, very powerful and very strong. Very deep Akashic information, my Depaltu. I have to say, this is a very important time for the next 3 to 5 days. And really be patient with yourself and stay with the energy of play. Yeah. Let us see some aspects. Anything else that pile 2 needs to know, Spirit? Thank you. So we have purification. Okay. I heard purification of timelines. So how they showed me is like these waterfalls, these which are connecting here, these are timelines of past lives. And this is like your current life of time flowing. And these energies are being cleared and purified. So a lot of trapped energies are coming back and strengthening this, broadening this waterfall, this present life. A lot of strength is coming and being integrated into this present timeline. Wow. Thank you, Spirit, for showing this beautiful, how, you know, the waterfall they have shown with the time. I've never seen this card. I have seen this card before, but never interpreted it this way. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful and very profound. Anything else, Spirit? I'm just taking a moment. Is there anything else which we're not missing? Yes, so what they're saying is, if it's very literal as well, that if you're in need of some cleansing through like sage or just lighting a candle or something, you know, water bath, cleansing water bath, shower, then that should be a bit more on your focus for these next 3 to 5 days. So please remember, this is a timeless reading. You are, whenever you're watching this, the coming next 3 to 5 days. Okay. So I picked up a deck for you, but now I'm not feeling the energy for this deck. Let me get you an animal spirit card. Yeah, because I feel you have a connection with animals. Your inner child definitely loves to play with animals. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you. So we have Black Bear, Guardian, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Wow. There's a mama bear. Wow. Look at that. So protected. So strong and fiercely protected, I have to say. That is how I'm picking, like strong and fiercely protected. Wow. So you may have a bear spirit guide, animal spirit as bear working with you. I'm also seeing a little bee here, two birds. There's a frog, another bee. A frog is standing out to me because frog comes through as for purification as well. And you can connect with your animal spirit guide bear to ask you to help you and maybe feel help the inner child feel a bit more safe, because this is like your inner child and then this is your guide. That's so beautiful. That's a lot of love there. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, so let's give you another card. So today I have been picking a bit of a moon energy in the decks, but let's see, just a quick glimpse into. Now they're giving me 3, but I'll only take this one. I'm not feeling the rest because suddenly the deck has become very slippery, and I feel that could be a message for you not to let the purpose of this time slip away, because there is time, purpose, and it was a slippery receiving of this information. The time is, it is, what clock is this? It's a 9, not 20, like 18, 9:18, something like that. Look. And I feel in pile 1 also there was a specific time which came for pile 1 on the clock. So I feel there could be this relation with you to go into this pile 1 and have a look. And let me keep this straight so that you can see this card, but we have read it in reverse. And that is how we will be making use of this purpose of this time coming and bringing the card upright. Well done, pile 2. Very symbolic. Thank you, Spirit. So give importance to this time. That is the message of the purpose card. Maybe look at pile 1 if you're called to, is the other one. Then let us now look into tarot and see. I'll shuffle it here because there's not much space. Okay. So what else does pile 2 needs to know? Spirit of Tarot and the Spirit team. Okay, thank you. So we have 5 of Earth, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Now these tarot cards I'll be reading very intuitively because I love the energy of this tarot deck. I think it's a good tarot. And thank you. And then this Fool. Okay. So it's a new start on something. So if you know the traditional 5 of Pentacles, it's a very consciousness of lack energy and suffering and being feeling left out. So we can read it that way, but I'm also picking here something I'm picking like something very old time from this. Like a repeated pattern. A pattern has repeated so many times is also I'm picking from this. So maybe this lack of feeling left out or suffering is something which has been there. But now the Fool card is bringing with the trumpet the announcement of a fresh new start. It's changing. So again, the purpose, they take you back to the same. That it's important. We need to do this work together. Okay. Can I have one more card, please, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, wow. We have 4 of Fire, the victory. Look at that. 4 of Wands. Look at that. The Spirit is celebrating. Okay. So that's a very positive positive prediction. I don't feel with the tarot anymore. Let me give you from this deck, or I'm picking a deck, but I don't know which one is it. It's a different deck which I have not chosen for this reading. Yeah, Spirit does that with me a lot. Okay, let's do this one. Thank you. Right. So for pile 2, I apologize if you find the readings where you may feel I'm not prepared, but I do spend a lot of time in preparation, and still I feel unprepared because they change it. Yes, sorry. Let's see. Oh, evolve into your complexity. An octopus. Beautiful with a number 3. And there's a big emphasis on this eye here. Yeah. So this card, pile 2, is really showing you the expansiveness which we were picking before. It's really showing the strength and so many things which are dormant and coming together. So it's really a reflection of all the points which we have seen picked up now. Beautiful. And octopus could also be another energy, you may be connected to. Octopus is a very intelligent animal. They're reminding me about a beautiful documentary. I think it's on Netflix, is it? Octopus as My Guide or something. So please have a look into it if you have not seen it. It's a beautiful documentary about how a diver would dive and build a friendship with an octopus. And I tell you, I couldn't stop crying. I cried so much during that. So I don't know why they're asking me to share this with you. But yes, there is maybe some release or some emotional block that can be released by watching that, coming in more contact with your emotions. I mean, there's something relevance there. They are just asking you to see that. Octopus and My Friend or Guide. I'm sure it's on Netflix, maybe. Let's see. Unknown gift. Look at that. So this is a prediction of what lies ahead when this balance comes, when Osiris and Isis are in authority and in balance. Look at that. The complexity. It evolves, comes together, and you find yourself with a new gift. Now, by the representation of it, it could be in your throat chakra, in your expression, speaking your truth, confidence, and just how your inner child has been talking about it. So I feel that is the new start where the trumpet is being blown with the new gift. You may be, other than this, you may find with your throat chakra being expanded, as a result, you have a bit more, edge on your psychic abilities, like any kind of the clair abilities, clairvoyance, clairaudience. You may find a little increase in that because not many people know that throat chakra is a very psychic chakra. It's not just the third eye which gives you the clair abilities, but the throat chakra. Throat chakra is really big on the clairaudience. So if you're speaking your truth, you're hearing your truth bigger time than you're speaking your truth. That is how throat chakra works in the psychic, in the clair audience. So keep an eye on that as well. That is something which is a beautiful prediction from Spirit. Okay, now I'm feeling comfortable that I can move with this deck, that which I already had. Okay, so this is something, my homemade deck, which I would use for myself, and I use on my clients as well, and they love it because they're so unique sometimes. Some of them might be in Hindi, which is my first language, but I'll translate them for you. So let's ask for pile 2 how it can help them, this deck. Thank you. 396 Hertz root, liberating guilt and fear. So we did pick up the fear there within a child, and listening to 396 Hertz, like on YouTube videos and on Spotify, and there are a lot of 396 Hertz available frequencies and music that you can listen to that will help work on your root chakra and release the guilt and fear during this time. Okay, now I have this another made by myself, this deck. It's a big deck. But these are more like affirmations and quotes, and which I have used for myself during the years. And it's a nice collection. So let's see what comes for your guidance. For part 2, I feel this one. I love my positivity and the friends it brings to me. Wow, this came in another pile. And I shuffle the cards and look at the size of this deck. And it's repeated. So it's a strong confirmation for me that you do have a message in pile 1, pile 2. So if you call to, you can go and have a look. But the card message is, I love my positivity and the friends it brings to me. So this is believing in yourself and accepting that this positivity is there in you. I'm feeling like somebody feels very pessimist as well sometimes, but it's not a judgment on how we think. These are the things which many times, especially because this is a past life reading as well, or a past experience reading as well of this life. So these are really much things which make us turn into that kind of a thinking. Those situations make us think in a pessimist way, because it's a pattern, it's a repetition, the pattern that we picked up here. I think that is where this positivity is coming, and that this positivity could also be just like an unknown gift. We don't know. Suddenly you have a big difference in your perspective and you feel very changed, very different. The outlook on life changes. That's a big gift. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Dare to trust more in your faith than your fear. Now this is again a second confirmation for me, because we did work on the faith in the first pile. So this could be another pile 1 reading. But yes, the message otherwise is, dare to trust more in your faith than your fear. So it's taking you about the dreams that we picked up here. What was the dreams? Working on your dreams. Yeah, that's so strange that I feel like during the readings, I'm jumping timelines. I think we did work on the dreams and I can't seem to find it. Gosh knows, what am I doing here? Okay, let's see. Right, let's have some more messages for pile 2. Any unwavering desire for a particular outcome locks us into an unwillingness to see the truth that would shift our perspective and open us to a superior outcome. Wow, we were just talking about it. Like, your perspective is changing, outlook can change. That could be the new gift. So here they are expanding more on that and saying that there could be this energy of desire of a particular outcome. So this we talk about as like how I teach my students about this thing is this attachment to result. And in Reiki also, it's a big thing that we have to be very consciously keep an eye on this, that we are not getting attached to the outcome, because we are not doing anything there. We are just in service. And that is where this thing is also coming in exactly the way I've said it, that you have to be very particularly focused on that you are not desiring an outcome for this journey from the 3 to 5 days. You have to stay detached as well while you're working on it as well. So it's a very deep spiritual way of spirit sharing this. But yes, it's something which we very consciously I work on, especially now in the readings as well. That if just now, like, I don't know where that thing was, the point I missed. So I can't explain that. And I have to stay detached in this, that, okay, if this is coming in the reading, it was a purpose there. It was the right thing. That how it was meant to be. And that is what your inner child is also saying. So maybe it was very purposeful, that maybe I mixed up the reading or I missed something, because we can't be focused on that I have to do it right. You get the point? It's something, yeah, Spirit is bringing to your attention. Let's give you one more. Thank you. It's a beautiful reading, pal, too. It's a lot of promise of the future. I'm grateful for the chance that life offers me each day to start over and create the life that I want. The Weaver. We started with the shadow. Now this is what the light. It's the gratitude. And the pessimism which we're talking about, that as well, the positivity. That we have to not only stay positive, but also see every day as an opportunity and be grateful for that. That is a very beautiful, beautiful reading pile too. And I just saw like 0110, then 10. So it's very mirror reflecting, and maybe you're seeing this, and 01 or 10 did come in one of the previous readings as well. So if you know that, then maybe you know there was a message in that reading as well for you. Yeah. So now let me give you your final card, which is from the collection of the readings on the channel. These are all the readings I have, and I'm going to ask Spirit to give you a reading as your next reading, where more information is present for you to go and check out if you're called to. I'll link it in the description. So for pile 2, please, Spirit. No, I missed that. Can I have it again, please? Sorry. Thank you. Okay, we have 2. It was again very forceful. Even the spirit is going like, oh, you missed it. I'll give you 2 now. Okay, so 1 is surprise message. What you need to let go on your journey. Wow, that's an important one, feels like. And then the angel message, Archangel Michael messages for you. Oh, it could be Archangel Michael presence as well that we missed up. And that's why he's showing the presence that, yes, you missed me. Okay, so maybe you're working closely with Archangel Michael, or Archangel Michael is coming specifically to work with you during this time. And it's true, you do need that protection and the courage for this kind of work, pal, too. So maybe have a look at these 2 readings. I'll link them in the description box. And beautiful, beautiful, lovely reading, pal, too. I'm so honored, and I'm so happy that I'm doing this, because these are such deep readings. They do take a lot of time and effort when I'm doing them, but I'm so happy that I'm doing them, because it helps me to connect. The effort like I put in helps me to connect with such deep souls who are on their journey. And I'm so grateful for your presence, my Dapaltu, that you're here. And I also have to say that for your reading as well, not much zodiac came through today, but Spirit did ask to have the zodiac today. So maybe if you're called to, you can have a little more look for the next 3 to 5 days, what's happening in those signs. Maybe there are some information, or maybe there's some information in these through that. Yeah, we'll take it as we receive it. So thank you so much, Paltu. It was a pleasure. Make use of the 5-minute Reiki grid if you're called to at the end. That can help you very much. And 396, please, 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 please use this. This sounds very important. And there's a lot of energy I'm picking on this side of the pile. Yeah. So thank you so much. I'll see you in your next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. Hello, my dear pile 3. Welcome to reading. If you picked up this deck or this charm of 2 swans together, or you picked up the zodiac sign of Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, or Sagittarius, then this is your reading. And today's reading, we are receiving guidance, messages, any tools for the next 3 to 5 days coming. And it's a timeless reading, so whenever you are seeing this video, it's for the next 3 to 5 days. It's the work that is coming is very specifically happening from a past life or a past energy, which you have been trying, your soul has been trying, and the time is now ripe to tap into this energy and work it towards your soul growth on your soul journey, on your ascension journey. So this could be a situation, this could be a person, relationship. So it has come very differently in each pile. But for your pile, it's a very specific reading of Kuan Yin. So this is Kuan Yin's deck, and the first message we'll be receiving from her. And I also want to say that here, when you look at this charm, in the introduction I said it could be a masculine or a feminine, but for the reading, it's very feminine for me. Like a very motherly, nurturing, very Kuan Yin energy, who also works with women specifically. So there could be more women in this pile, watching the video and Kuan Yin's guidance coming for that. For a woman's life is, or a divine feminine aspect. But if you were in the introduction, were more feeling it like a masculine, like a father, the swan, then it could be that you have a message in another pile as well. So please take it as it resonates. Now let's connect and okay for pile 3. So we have number 16, get carried away. And it is again, someone is carrying a child, the same like the swan. Wow, what a beautiful synchronicity. And number 16 is 7, which is the energy of balance. So I feel there is a big, this work which is coming is happening in your inner child, healing of a past life or from the past of this life. So I have an inner child deck, and inner child, sorry, I'm just grabbing my deck. So inner child energy also came in another pile, and that was again a surprise just like yours. So I feel it could be that you have a message in another deck as well if you are called to. But let's start with what your inner child wants you to know for these next 3 to 5 days, along with Kuan Yin as well. Okay. So we have let it go, number 23. Let go of all that no longer serves you. So this is a guidance from the inner child and for the inner child as well. So we are taking it both ways together. So inner child wants to release something is the first way of receiving the message that there are some things, some emotions, some feelings, some wounds which are ready to be released from inner child. And secondly, from Kuan Yin specifically, the way she's nurturing and helping, and even when you picked up the energy on the woman as well, then also she's saying it's time to let go of what no longer serves you. I'm very specifically picking for someone a wound on motherhood where she has lost or miscarried. And I'm very sorry if this has happened, my dear friend. But Kuan Yin is here bringing healing for this pain. So let us continue with the reading. For this, we are going to look at this deck of shadows to see what is the shadow aspect where the light is coming. But here they're really emphasizing how you are being held by spirit, so cared, traveling distances. Yeah, I just wanted to emphasize this hug to you. I feel that was a hug coming to you, my dear Paltu, from your spirit team, from Kuan Yin. Okay, let's look at the shadows. I don't know why I said it plural. Let's see. Okay, it's a very subtle energy because I felt like I kept missing it. It's a very subtle energy. The energy imprint is very subtle. Okay. We have higher perspective. And I'm also hearing with higher perspective the purpose of it all, the big picture. So how they're showing me is like when an eagle is flying, when an eagle, let's say, takes off from a tree, and when an eagle is gliding on a current, air current, very high above. That is the difference of the perspective of higher perspective is. Everything is happening for a reason, is a guidance for it to help you to let go of this wound, this pain. It's very much, this energy is not only like is a wound in the heart space. Maybe we have not checked in exactly where it is, but they are bringing an emphasis on the way you're thinking right now about it. you have to be very aware of how you're thinking, what you're saying to yourself. Journaling can help as well with it during these 3 to 5 days. So anything that is negative or bringing down your vibration through thoughts needs to be checked, because that is where the shadow lies and is not letting you stay connected with a higher perspective of what's the purpose of this, why it's happening to me, and what did I do, why do I have to be in this place, in this situation, in so much pain. So that is where a higher perspective of the soul journey needs to come through. And the thoughts which are negative, or in whichever way these thoughts are playing right now, they are in a way blocking this higher perspective for you to tap into. So there is this let go which can happen along when these thoughts are not grabbing onto something. Okay. So as you may know, I am an Akashic reader, and I'm also attuned to Akashic Reiki. So when I open the space in my readings, there is some Akash which is open, but a full Akashic reading is very different when I open Akash, because they go very deep and very far back in information and past lives. But today I did open some layers of Akash, some spaces open. So we will look into this past life of what spirit can bring us from Akash for part 2. It may or may not be very deep, but let's see. For the other 2 parts, it was quite intense. So let us see how much of Akash can be shared today for part 3. So we have one of scrolls on track, and it came in reverse. And they're talking about a missed opportunity. Okay, let me show you the card first, because there's a lot of information that has come through. The time. This has been important for both the readings as well, and it has come in your reading as well. So it's very emphasized today, specific time on a clock. This is about, I think, let me see. It is 3:40, 20 to 4. And it says northbound train, westbound train, eastbound train. Sorry, I had to look close because I can't read with these glasses. So these are different directions coming. A person is standing, about to board, but with a scroll in his hand. If you see, that scroll is important. Yeah. So here, the missed opportunity message of a past life has come through as the involvement with this person. This is the presence of another soul on this life journey. And there is a contract which this person has been carrying. This contract is between you and this person. And it is like as if you are constantly chasing this person to fulfill this contract. But for some reason, this person is going somewhere else. And they know the way they're looking here. They know that they have this contract between you and them, this person. And even then, the opportunity is not coming. So it is in a way like a missed opportunity every time that the person just leaves, or maybe they even as death as well is coming for some life, that this person left their body, they transitioned, like a missed opportunity again. But then again, there are no mistakes. So if there is a delay, it was meant to be. And that is where the higher perspective comes through. But there's a lot of information just come through this little piece. So it has come in reverse. And that is where the opportunity for this life resides again, like an important time coming again in this life where this opportunity is opening in this window of 3 to 5 days. And though you have been missing this train, but now you are on track now. So this was missing the train. You missed it again and again and again. I cannot tap into the energy how many times, because it's not an Akashic reading. It's a collective reading, but you're on track now. So that is what it is telling for this specific 3 to 5 days. Now, scrolls is the energy of like mind. It also talks about how do we say that, like I was just thinking about that, and it's now out of my study, academic, like learning something. So, but learning through the mental body is what the message was. Sorry, I just phased out for a second there. Like, I don't know what's happening. Sorry about that. So, when we were picking up this higher perspective in the thoughts, that is where this aligns with the scrolls as well. That this learning is also, this study of this thought is also important, because maybe these thoughts have been reoccurring again and again in past lives or these past situations, and which have created this delay. So that is where this learning is also on the way you're thinking, and specifically around the higher perspective. Beautiful. Okay, so I did tap into a bit of a moon energy today for all the 3 piles. So we'll quickly just look into a moon deck. And this deck is of dream. So maybe emphasis is on dreams or some connection, communication in dreams. Maybe you should have a dream journal. Ego. Okay, so the thinking, which we were picking up, is specifically talking about ego. Observation of ego, reflecting on where these egos are having a grip on you. And I really feel the message of get carried away is connecting with ego, that you have been carried away with this ego aspect for some time in the past lives, but now let's get carried away with spirit. Let's get carried away with guidance. So really taking a, that leap of faith, that bold step of trusting the spirit, and which allows that kind of like a barrier, like they're showing me like there's a wall which is just fallen down, where this let go can happen, like a dam, and the water is flowing freely. So that is the process of let go with that. So really trusting the spirit than the ego, and this ego has a grip on your thoughts is a confirmation through this. I don't want to keep them together, though the message is there. I don't know why. I just want to keep them like far apart on the spread, like to distance them, to distance the ego from the thoughts, is I think how the spirit is using the symbolism there. Beautiful. I love the readings, how spirit shows them. Okay. Let us look at a bit more, a little into this ego, if we can find spirit. What can we know a little bit about this ego? Like a healthy outlook into it. Because sometimes, when we look a bit too much, suddenly the egos, they do get a little scared themselves, and they change the tactic. It is something like when you have worked on a kind of an ego death or some retrospection exercises or some deep work, then you know what I'm talking about. But yes, let's just have a peek and still have the information available to us. There are 2 cards coming. Okay. Number 11, metamorphosis. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. So it's another let go that they're talking about. But look at this card. Wow. So here this process of metamorphosis is coming as the change which lies ahead in the higher perspective, big time. Yeah, like big time. Big change in your perspective coming, big change in your, after this let go, this grip of ego is gone. And then this change comes through. Things come back on track. For this person, they are reminding me that the mentioning of this person, the other soul, is still incomplete in the reading. So this relationship, there is a person present in the life who is going to interact with you in the next 3 to 5 days. So it is not only this perspective is coming just because you're sitting, let's say, in a hermit mode alone, but no, it is coming with the interaction with someone. So you have to be more aware of that. This is, if this, situation starts manifesting, then this is not the first time happening, and this is how your information has come through to identify this person. That is that. And here the metamorphosis is on this let go, the higher perspective again, that you have this understanding and you are more accepting as well of your own power and your own strength, which is actually has been there, and you are just not in access of it for some time because you have given access to this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So this ego is giving a feel of a fear. Yeah. Of like you have given this power away. That is where a bit of a fear lies in the inner child, maybe. Okay, let's see. Wow, really heart space is so highlighted. Weeping wound. Number 8, you are not your wounds. So this is very, very deep pain. Very, very deep pain. Where this healing is coming, pile 3. And here I did pick up the heart space, but I felt like the metamorphosis is definitely coming out of the group of egos, but it is also on the heart space and the emotions and the pain bodies that you're carrying with it. So you are on like big track, as it says here, on track for healing the wounds. And these are deep wounds. They have been there for a lot of time, which have like taken your realization of your power within. So that is something very, very, yeah, change is not even the word right now. Like I can't think of a word to just say that how the importance of this time. And look at the red, like how much of red in these cards. Wow. These egos also feels like, you know, how they are functioning right now. They are just adding into this pain. They are just making the wound go deeper. They're not letting it heal. Yeah. And I have this deck where the bottom deck energy is freedom. So this is again pointing to another pile. If you're called to, you can go and have a look where this balance in yin and yang energy is present. So maybe there is a message there, but let's shuffle through this deck. Okay, thank you. Now this is another confirmation. It's a repeat card from another pile. So 2 confirmations, one after the other. But the card says here purification. And these are little streams which are coming and adding into this energy. And it's really giving a sense of the presence of these thoughts which are being washed away, being purified. Your mental space purifies, your emotional space, bodies purify with this big flush of water, everything gushing down together. So it may also feel like, my dear pile 3, that this time can be a time to purge. Very deep emotions it could be. Once you have identified something, for some I'm feeling it's with the parent, very specifically. This conflict is with the parent, is a deep wound with one of your parent. But whenever this, whichever way this is coming through, it's a very deep purge. So that is something where you need to be a little aware of that, not to be scared of this purge, as the spirit says, as the inner child has also said, to let go of it, what no longer serves you. And it might feel like a process for you to let go of it. So I'll give you, before we go to tarot, let me give you some self-help, self-care cards. Let me get the deck. I feel some things, some tools we can give you, which can help you deal with the energies a bit more. So this is the self-help deck. Let's get some ways or tools that can especially help pile 3 during these 3 to 5 day spirit, during this purge. Oops. Okay, there are quite a few coming actually. Let's see. They're saying some may work for some. It's like differently. That's why they have given so many. Okay, perfect. Let's see. So you pick what works for you. Create art, number 17. Okay. Then we have look to the stars And we have the astrology prompt for pile 3. Perfect. We'll quickly look into that as well. I think yours is going to be the longest reading. Then we have rest. Definitely. You do need rest during this purge. Don't force yourself into pushing. I have to do this, I have to do that. No, listen to your body. If you want to rest, rest. Be still again. Meditation, Yog Nidra is something available on YouTube. Yog Nidra, which are guided meditation like to stillness in relaxing your body. These are really helpful tools available. And then you have intuition, 28. And with intuition, with this purge, they are showing me like everything has to be connected with intuition. So if you're feeling in the purge and you want to connect with intuition, you have to be open to whatever comes through your intuition. It can be a silly thing. It can be something you may feel, it can't even help me. It's just, I do not understand. Why did I think of this thought, or I heard this thought? But if it's intuition telling you, then you should do it, is the guidance. So staying connected, following your intuition during this purge. Now, because astrology has come, let me look at an astrology deck, because I did notice that in your zodiac here, I don't know if you can see if it's too bright, but this is Taurus 2, Gemini 3, Cancer 4, 2, 3, 4. So very progressive energy. Oops, sorry. And I want to bring your attention to another reading which did have a similar thing. So if you call to, you can go and have a look at it on the channel. It's one of the recent readings, I think. Yeah. So this is the astrology deck, and we will just pick up. We are asking for some pointers in pile 3's astrology, where they can look into their chart and get more understanding. Okay. And then anything else that comes through is a bonus, really. Okay, for pile 3, please. Thank you. So we have 9th house, 12th house. Okay. I feel there's one more card. Yes. Saturn, of course. Karma. I think in the introduction I did say a karmic something, but it did not come in either of the two piles. It's very strongly present in yours. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Saturn with an owl. And this, I don't know what it is, but it looks like Saturn to me. Have a look if you find some meaning in it. So this is something which is happening karmically. It's wise to look at what the Saturn is doing in your chart currently, which sign it is in, is how they're showing me. House 9, spiritual growth. Perfect, yes, that we have. This is what we have been tapping into, the energy. And the 12th house, spirituality, transcendence, karma again, sacrificial service and healing. Yeah. Can you see it? Oh gosh, this camera. Okay. Let's see. I hope you should be able to get some visual when I keep it there. Okay. So yes, these are some of the things you can look into. Your astrology chart, natal chart, house 9, house 12, and Saturn. Yeah, pretty heavy combinations for these things to run through in the sky on a natal chart. But yes, you have the strength to do it, and you have the tools to do it. Pile 3. Beautiful. So let's now quickly tap into tarot, because I think your reading is getting really long today. Okay. Okay. 6 of Earth, 6 of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful stag energy here coming. With this tarot deck, intuitively I pick up differently these energies than the traditional ones, because the vibration is very different of this deck. And here I'm just picking a lot of the same purification energy which came here. So I feel the stag energy is it's a very purification, in the sense how, you know, the stag loses their antlers after a while and they regrow it. So it's like the let go again, which is coming through Six of Earth. Okay, so that's a confirmation. Thank you. Then we have Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles. You're trying to see. She's trying to see something. Look. Yeah. Yeah. So this is very much into looking at those thoughts as well. And Three of Pentacles is the guidance of your spirit team to be connected with intuition as well. And then we have Messenger of Fire. Beautiful. Look at how the crown is, you know, lit with candles here. So much of light entering. Yeah, and because these are candles, so there is a time for which this candle will burn. That shows the significance of these 3 to 5 days for you, when this light is available for you to receive. Wow, how beautiful is that? Amazing. Yeah, I feel that is the tarot. Not many tarot cards coming today. Okay, so let me now give you some more cards of the decks that I have made for myself. I use them, and many of my clients also, they love using these because they bring such unique perspectives. So this is with something to help. Cleansing is required. So this is again on purification. So cleansing, my dear Panthri, if you're not aware of, you can use sage, like smoke cleansing. You can even use water as a cleansing, because water has come as cleansing. Taking a water bath during these times, asking the element of water to come, like invoking the element of water and asking the element to clear you, cleanse you. And grounding is a very good exercise. Spending time in nature is very good. So these are some of the cleansing exercises. Let me also give you one more from this, I feel. Let's see what comes through. Cleansing is something that you have to be aware of, because these thoughts and egos, they really want to clutter your mind and bring this clutter energy. Thank you. Oneness. Yeah. This is coming together of a lot of like split aspects that we picked up. So I feel this message also points you to another reading and the piles. Yes, it is the journey of oneness. It is the journey of self-realization, and there's a lot of work that you have to do on this specific like the purge which is coming, and so much of help that's why it's coming as well, Pantry, because this is the journey of oneness. This is the self-realization, the enlightenment. So let us use another deck. It's a thick deck. But these are more like affirmations and like a therapeutic self-talk, like messages which come through to think about, go deeper into the understandings. Okay, so I'll just shuffle a few and then we'll read. Thank you. Okay, so we have, do you need to be peaceful to take action, to let go and regroup? Your inner wisdom is guiding you. Yeah, so this is the, you know, the conflict energy that we picked up, that it may, the purge that is coming. But does that mean that you have to let go? So you have to be very peaceful and calm and still all the time to let go. Let go can also happen through a lot of this purging which is happening. So this is just another reminder from spirit to tell you that if that's the case, if that starts to happen, don't give up. Still continue. Go ahead. Trust your heart and lean into unfamiliar territory with boldness, tempered by patience. Okay. These are beautiful affirmations, these messages Spirit is coming with. Pile 3. The more I heal, the more I am comfortable being the villain in the story of people who don't want to do the work to heal themselves. Yeah. So it's just accepting that Even after everything, if the person is not liking me, I don't have to, it's it's not my problem. Like it's on them, it's not on you. So maybe the person that we picked up before, maybe after all the purge and everything, there is a possibility that if the conflict still remains, but you come out of a healed state with this higher perspective, out of this conflict, out of the situation, because it's your soul journey and you are healing in it. And what's happening with the other person is their journey and it's on them. Trapped emotion of worry, maybe that is where the cleansing has to happen, that here there is this worry, thinking that we picked up. That is where the ego is gripping. And we have another trapped emotion of abandonment. So this is very much for the inner child healing that we were picking up before, where Kuan Yin was talking about. And along with women as well, it's coming, along with the divine feminine or the inner child. So these are the energies that you will be working on, pile 3, in the next 3 to 5 days. Let me give you your final card, which is, oh, okay. So this is not a coincidence. The astrology deck, this dice has come. Let me just find a combination for you as an extra astrology information that we might have missed or wants to come through. Because as I say, when we go deeper into a longer reading, more and more deeper information comes. Okay, so we have Pluto in Sagittarius in the 5th house. Okay. Yeah, so 5th house is the house of children and inner child as well, along with the second one. Then Sagittarius and Pluto is again a very, I'm picking up this stag energy with the Sagittarius, I don't know how, but like a very adventurous stag, like growing the new antlers. And Pluto is definitely how we know Pluto, that it brings so much of change. And in like I've heard from so many people, they just say like it's a destructive change, but it is something with the whole generation is going through. So it's giving this idea of a generational change, with, if it is specifically with a parent, that we picked up before. But yes, you can look into these astrological combinations in your chart. And this is the collection of the readings on the channel. So this is like Spirit is giving you the next reading. You can go and find more information if you're called to. I'll link it up in the description box. For pile 3, please, Spirit, which reading you want them to go to. Thank you. Yes, surprise message 223344. Special message from Spirit. If I remember right, these are very old readings and they're not very long. This one specifically, if I remember. Let me give you one more. If you're called to, then only. Okay, we have a card which is not supposed to be in the deck. So I think there is no second reading. It is just a card. With a message, I'm grateful for the chance that life offers me each day to start over and create the life that I want. I think it's a repeat. Maybe mistakenly I put this in the wrong deck and it has come out again. But I'm not taking it as a mistake. There are no mistakes, no coincidences. This has happened the way it should have happened. So that was your reading, my dear Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. Please make use of the 5-minute Reiki grid healing session that I'll be doing now. It's at the end of the reading. I really feel that these Reiki healing sessions do a lot of clearing at the end of the reading when you put that intention. Whatever you want, you can put in that intention. You can even ask for strength and courage for this purge which is coming during this. Like, you can offer the worry to it. It works both ways. You're not just offering, but you can ask as well as healing. So that is a good space for you to use. And I'm so happy that you're here, Pile 3. Good luck on your journey, your beautiful healing journey. And I will see you again in your next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. So friends, this is Reiki Healing Grid. and you can offer whatever you have found in the reading or anything else to the grid. Reiki will cleanse it, Reiki will release it, whatever has served its purpose, and you can ask for healing as well, or whatever you have in mind. So I will now start the energy. Sit back, relax, and receive healing. understand, comes healing. And now, thank energies. So be it.